I release, I receive, I rise. Today, I release the burdens of yesterday. I open myself to new energy and I rise toward purpose. I release doubt, I welcome trust, and I rise with steady courage. I lay aside fear, I breathe in calm, and I rise with sharp focus. I free myself from old habits. I invite renewal, and I rise into harmony. I loosen what no longer belongs. I embrace what lifts me, and I rise empowered. Now that the weight has been lifted, let us walk into clarity. I release the need for control. I welcome guidance, and I rise with clear vision. I let go of hesitation. I call in movement, and I rise with intention. I step away from comparison, I invite confidence, and I rise in my own truth. I release the grip of the past, I receive the gift of presence, and I rise with purpose. I quiet worry, I open to assurance, and I rise with faith. Like a wave finding its rhythm, I surrender pressure, I accept support, and I rise with ease. I release limitations, I invite growth, and I rise with wide vision. I let go of tension, I welcome balance, and I rise with strength. I release confusion, I receive direction, and I rise with focus. I step away from overthinking, I trust the flow, and I rise in peace of mind. I release regret, I welcome wisdom, and I rise with grace. I set aside distraction, I embrace presence, and I rise with clarity. I let go of resistance, I receive flow, and I rise with confidence. I drop doubt, I hold knowing, and I rise with certainty. I free myself from stress, I invite calm energy, and I rise with awareness. Now that the heart is lighter, I step into freedom. I release the chase for perfection. I welcome acceptance, and I rise just as I am. I release the fear of failing. I open to new chances, and I rise in my power. I shed old stories. I receive fresh beginnings, and I rise with excitement. I release hesitation. I align with presence, and I rise in fullness. I let go of what dims my spirit. I embrace what uplifts my soul, and I rise into the light of truth. Like a bird leaving its nest, I let go of the weight of the past. I receive gentle blessings, and I rise into steady joy. I release yesterday softly. I welcome today completely, and I rise into the beauty of this moment. I move forward freely, with lightness, with peace, with purpose. I accept each new day as a gift, and I rise with gratitude flowing through me. I release strain from my body. I invite ease into my being, and I rise both strong and tender. I exhale the noise. I inhale clarity, and I rise with grounded faith. I let go of outdated tales. I step into the joy of becoming. I am open to calm connections, fresh beginnings, and rising peace. Now that I have learned to surrender, I live in the flow. I let go of chasing. I welcome what is meant for me, and I rise with hope. I root myself in the freedom of a clear mind. I release fear. I embrace trust, and I rise with courage. I soften my body. I open my heart, and I allow my spirit to lift. I receive this very moment with full presence, and I rise in alignment. I no longer carry the heavy thoughts that once filled my mind. I rise feeling lighter, more genuine, and free to be myself. I welcome the quiet beauty of simple joys, letting them flow through me like sunlight warming an open window. I embrace my life as it unfolds, and I rise with deeper acceptance. I choose to surrender control. I allow grace to guide me, and I rise anchored in trust. Now that I have set down the weight of yesterday, I am safe to rest, open to receive and ready to step into a new chapter of life. I let go of force and I allow myself to move in the rhythm of ease. I rise in joy, carried by the current of flow. I release the burden of perfection and I rise in peace, fully at home with who I am. In stillness, clarity finds me and I rise with clear intention. I let go of stale energy. I welcome renewal like fresh air and I rise restored. Just as the ocean teaches patience, I release the rush, I receive the moment, and I rise in mindful presence. I release resistance like leaves drifting downstream, and I rise with trust in the river of life. I receive each breath as a gentle invitation to begin again. I let go of what no longer fits, and I rise into my truest expression. I allow joy to enter in ways that feel authentic, and I rise with a heart that glows with warmth. I open myself to love, and I rise carried by its quiet strength. I let go of the constant need to be more, and I rise anchored in the truth that I am already enough. I choose to open to blessings that reflect the peace I've cultivated within. I release the noise that crowds my days, and I receive the calm I have been waiting for. I rise with clarity and renewed vision. I allow myself to feel fully, to welcome every emotion, and I rise with deeper compassion for myself and others. I notice the beauty in small, ordinary things, and I rise filled with gratitude. I no longer hold what drains my spirit, and I rise each day with a lighter heart. I release the hurried pace of the past, and I rise with steady calm. I allow life to unfold softly, joyfully, like blossoms opening in spring. I let go of overthinking, and I rise with a clear sense of purpose. I receive the fullness of this season, and I rise in harmony with its quiet grace. I release the limits that kept me small, and I rise into the space I was always meant to fill. I allow new blessings to arrive with ease, like rain nourishing the earth. I release the pressure to hurry, and I rise at the natural rhythm of my soul. I welcome support, I invite harmony, and I rise with a heart made light. I trust the clearing in my life. I trust all that is blooming, and I trust the upward path I am walking. With open hands, I receive life, and with an open heart, I rise. I am no longer tied down by old fears. I rise with bold, steady peace. I let go of resistance, and I rise into the gentle current that carries me forward. I allow what truly aligns to reach me, and I rise in my own unique way. I release the shadows of yesterday, and I rise into the freshness of today's light. I receive calm as if it were an ocean wave, steady and grounding, and I rise with inner strength. I let go of tangled thoughts, and I rise with gentle focus. I am free to rewrite my story, to rise as the version of myself I choose to be. I open to what nourishes me, and I rise rooted in self-love. I let go of doubt, and I rise anchored in quiet certainty. I release comparisons, and I rise in the rhythm that is mine alone. I receive the magic of this very moment, and I rise with wonder. I allow myself to be held by support, and I rise carried by grace. I am free from tension, and I rise with strength that is both soft and steady. I release urgency, I allow patience, and I rise at the pace that honors me. I receive the sweetness of this season, and I rise in harmony with its unfolding. I let go of what is not mine, and I rise with clean, renewed energy. I welcome inspiration softly, and fresh ideas take flight within me. I release guilt like a bird leaving its nest, and I choose to enjoy my life fully. I allow myself to rest without explanation, and I rise restored. Now that I let the noise dissolve, I move in peace. I receive truth as gently as waves meeting the shore, and I stand steady in quiet knowing. I set down confusion, and I embody presence with focus. With this calm heart, I open to the beauty ahead and breathe in peace. I release the urge to justify myself, and I trust who I am becoming. I embrace simplicity as my natural rhythm, and I rise with lightness. I let go of what held me back, and I step forward with unshakable confidence. I choose joy in the ordinary, and I rise in wonder like morning light over the horizon. I am free to begin again, and I rise with renewed fire. I release tension from my mind, and I receive stillness as a guiding compass. I let outdated expectations fade, and I rise with fresh vision. I release the rush, moving instead with steady grace. Now that I embrace the moment fully, I allow it to nourish me deeply. I lay down what no longer belongs, and I create space for what feels true. I release past versions of myself, and I step into the unfolding of who I am. I receive love with an open heart, carrying it tenderly. I free myself from overthinking, leaning into the ease of simplicity. I release fear of the unknown, and I walk forward in quiet trust. I welcome healing where tension once lived. I receive support with gratitude, and I allow it to steady me. I release comparison and honor the unique path beneath my feet. I breathe presence in, exhaling the weight of yesterday. I let go of proving, and I rest in simply being. I receive joy without condition, and I allow it to take root within me. I choose love and happiness in my thoughts, my choices, and my day. I release urgency, moving instead in harmony with my true pace. I trust the direction of my path, and I allow growth to come with ease. I release what no longer serves my highest good. I open my heart to receive love, support, and abundance, and I rise with purpose, strength, and peace. Now that I have shed the weight of old stories, I begin again. I receive life's lessons with grace, and I rise beyond limits into my fullest self. I release fear and step into courage. I receive blessings seen and unseen, and I rise by choosing myself over and over. I release doubt, and I return home to trust. I let go of resistance, and I open myself to flow. I release the need to compare, and I honor the journey that brought me here. I set down the weight of yesterday, and I reclaim the strength of today. I release shame, and I remember the dignity of my worth. I loosen the grip of chaos, and I breathe in the stillness of calm. I let go of control, and I trust the rhythm of life. I welcome clarity that lights my path with purpose. Now that we've cleared the heaviness of the past, let us invite the gifts of the present. I welcome joy that lifts my spirit and keeps me steady. I invite healing into every part of my being, mind, body, and soul. I allow miracles to remind me of the endless possibilities ahead. I embrace peace flowing through every breath and every cell. I open to guidance that shows me the next step with ease. I receive the good that was always meant to find me, and I rise in love, in courage, and in truth. Like the sun greeting the horizon, I rise to shine my light without fear. I rise from every challenge with deeper wisdom and greater strength. I rise above fear and follow the fire burning within me. I rise in harmony with the call of my soul. I rise in gratitude for the path that shaped me. I rise with trust, knowing I am becoming who I was always meant to be. Pause with me here. Feel how every step forward is both a release and a rebirth. You are letting go of what no longer belongs to you, just as a bird leaves the nest when it is ready to fly. You are opening your arms to receive all that is yours, like the ocean opening to each new wave. You are rising into your highest and most authentic self. You are brave enough to set the past free. You are deserving of every blessing that comes your way. You are resilient enough to rise again and again and again. You are carried, supported, and lifted by a force greater than fear. You are aligned with healing, with wholeness, and with hope. You are luminous, resilient, and prepared for the road ahead. Claim this as yours. Feel it in your bones. Know it to be true. It is, and it is done. Thank you for walking this journey with me today. If these affirmations touched your heart, I invite you to leave a comment, share this with someone you love, and subscribe so we can keep walking together. And before we part, let me say this with all my gratitude. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Thank you for simply being here. None of this would exist without you. Take gentle care of yourself and go make a difference in the world.